Scott, thank you. Now to a dangerous encounter in Rochester. 4 parked cars heavily damaged in a crash. And while everyone survived, the aftermath is becoming an insurance nightmare for one of those involved. 13 Wham's Carly Miner has her story tonight. Carly, good evening.
Yeah, good evening, Matt. She tells me she and the 3 other car owners will be receiving $10,000 to split between all 4 for what's being considered property damages. Chelsea has lived on West Main Street for the past 2 years.
And I didn't know how to feel. I was like angry and sad. There was just too much going on.
Her car and 3 others were struck during the early morning hours of March 1st. She tells me she was asleep in her upstairs apartment when the sound of tires screeching awoke her.
And we jumped up out of bed, and then I heard the collision, and we ran to the window and looked outside.
Rochester police tell me 2 unidentified individuals in their 20s were located at the scene. The investigation determined a man was driving a rental vehicle on Broad Street when he went off the road into a parking lot off West Main Street. Due to the vehicles not being occupied at the time of the crash, an insurance manager with AAA tells me that the incident is considered property damage.
New York State minimum liability limit is $10,000. Sounds like that's what they had. If they had 10,000, then it does get distributed evenly amongst the 4 parked vehicles. So each of them are going to get 2,500. And then next on the totem pole is going to be their own insurance. With 4 people, that's not likely to happen, because one of them is probably saying, no, you totaled my car, so I'm not accepting 2,500. And then you would just, unfortunately have to take them to civil court and go for the rest.
Police say both the driver and his female passenger were taken to the hospital with non-life-threatening injuries.
There's the homeless shelter right down the street, so there's always people walking back and forth all the time. So, yeah, it was pretty reckless, I'd say.
Now, Rochester police tell me there will be no pending charges for this report. Matt?